We got our alpha system here hooked up to a 50-shot jumbo Saturn missile that we're going to fire off first. And down here we've got another alpha system and a little party surprise there. Coming up the hill a little bit, we got another one hooked up to our Thunder Mug. And then last but not least, we've got the mini fridge and our fourth alpha system here hooked up to our golf ball cannon. Let's see what happens.
All right, we're just going to give you an idea how this alpha system works. We've got a 12Q remote here, and you can use the 1s or the 4s on these alpha systems. But we're just going to give you an idea. We got these scattered abroad out through the field just to kind of give you an idea how they don't have to be together like most systems. But let's start out with the 50-shot Saturn missile. Right, that was sure neat. All right, number 2, little surprise. That's quick. All right, and we're gonna go to number 3. This one really should shake the ground. Yeah, look at that. Big smoke ring. And number 4, let's do the mini fridge. Here we go. Okay, we're going to do a review and lesson on our 1Q, 4Q, and 12Q alpha fire units. This is for the 6th version and the 8th version, and they all work alike except the 8th version has some upgrades done to it versus the 6th. It works off the 9-volt, and these work off of AAAs, but they're similar in a lot of ways, especially how you program. So we're going to go over how you program these real quick. They're very simple to program. I'm starting out with the 12Q remote. This comes with this kit here. You can buy them separate, or you can buy the kit. This is a 12Q firing unit. It comes with the case, such as this, with the latches, and 12Q remote, and you get 12 alpha fire systems that you can spread out. And we're going to explain to you and show you in our video here a little bit how this works and the beauty of the alpha systems. So to make these, get these ready and program them, it's very simple. We actually have the 12Q remote available. We have the 1Q remote if you just buy one unit, and that's all you need. Very simple to use, one button. And the 4Q, A's 1, 2, 3, 4. They all work the same way. All the remotes program the same way. So if you get your unit and push it all the way down to arm, I'm sorry, let me get it in the video here. You want to flip your switch down to arm. You don't really have to pull your antenna all the way up, but just stick it up like that right there, and let's set it up so you can see it and see what I'm talking about. Now, for some reason on these units, you usually always have to do it twice. It's not a big deal, but I want to show you how simple this is. So I've got my remote. I want to program this one to button number 1. To button number 1. So you push the learn button and you hold it down till you see the green light come on. When you see it, then push your 1 button. Now it did program right there. You've seen the green button flash. Now to test it, I'm just going to push the 1 button again, and there you see it fired. So this one is programmed to number 1. Now, here I want to show you how simple this is. All these will do it exactly the same. Now, if I want to do this one, oh, well, you know what? I don't want it on number 1. I want it on button number 8. So I want to do the same thing. I just hold this button down, the learn button, till the green light comes on. Push number 8. You see it flash. And now we're programmed to button number 8. It's no longer programmed to button number 1. Now, another thing that you can do is, let's get another unit here. Go to arm, do the exact same thing. Hold the learn button, button number 8. You see it flash. Now we have 2 units programmed to button number 8. That's how that works. And we could do all 4 on button number 8. We could do 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's another great thing about these systems, is you can program as many as you want to one channel. Now, it works the same. The program works the same for the 1Q and 4Q remotes, and I don't have batteries in these right now, but I should need to show you. Basically, exact same deal. You hold the learn button, push it, you'll see it flash. You're programmed to this remote. All right, now we're going to show you how to hook these up and hook it up to your fuse, your firework, and we're going to use our Talon igniters. This is a 1 meter, which is 3 feet, and you can see it has a little jaw there, and inside here it's got a little nichrome igniter, and we're going to show you how to do this. So you get your Talon igniter, you get your alpha system, make sure it's turned off, which is in the center. You want to hold both of these down, the red and the black, and it doesn't matter which wire goes in which slot. And then you want to slide the wires right in from the Talon igniter. Talon igniter comes pre-stripped. Now you want to be sure that neither of these wires are crossed or it will not work. See how they're perfectly put in there and they're straight? That's how you want it. And now on the other end, for your Talon, this is where your fuse goes, and you can see, let me see, make some white space behind it so you can see the hole, and you can actually see the wire in there if you look. And when it's fully closed, it clamps down on top of the fuse. So we're going to show you how to do that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to cut a V inside this fuse. You don't have to do this, but I always do this as a fail-safe, because I very rarely ever have a fail when I do this. Now we're going to show you here. We cut a little V in the fuse, which you can see the powder that's exposed, the powder core in the fuse. And like I said, we do this because that nichrome wire, we want to set it right down inside that little V that we cut. Now this is a super fast fuse. If you keep watching this video and towards the end when we shoot things, you'll notice how quickly it responds when I push the button. Now that's because this is a super fast fuse, so we stick the super fast fuse in whatever we're igniting, and it's almost instant. So you take your Talon igniter, and what you want to do is you want to set that right down into that little crevice that we cut. Let's try this again. Just like that. Then you want to firmly just give it a little squeeze, and there it is, and you should be ready to go. Now either this fuse can go to your firework, you can tie it onto another firework fuse. This could actually be the fuse that's going to your firework or your cannon or anything, but this just gives you an idea how it works. Another neat feature these Alpha systems have is it lets you know if your Talon's any good or not. I've got an old Talon hooked up here that's already been fired. If you see this switch, once again, we're going to switch it up to test. And you notice the green light is not on. I'm going to leave it on test. Well, let's go ahead and turn it off and unhook that. Now I've got a fresh Talon here. Let's hook it up. Alright, now let's go to test again. You notice you have a green light. And as soon as you pull this off, you're going to notice you do not have a closed circuit. So if that light does not come on when you hook your Talon up, you know you either have your wires crossed or the Talon has been already shot. All right, just to hear something real quick. We showed you how we connect the Talon to the Alpha system, and then how we connect the other end to your fuse. And I'm just going to show you real quick on press button number 1 to show you how great this works. 3, 2, 1.